What you just saw is a code POC of an HR employee ID card automation project that I built specially to help you. In the previous video, I promised to show an into-ready project POC, and this is the one. If you have not watched that video yet, I strongly recommend watching it after this. It will help you to connect this project directly to your resume. In the real project, there are additional layers like validations, business cases, and approval flows. But in this video, I'll focus only on the core end-to-end flow that interviewers actually care about. Once you understand this flow, you will be able to explain not just what you have built, but it will also scale in the real environment. Let's walk through the solution. So we will start by capturing the employee details using Microsoft Forms. Next, the Power Automate takes care. So it picks up the form response and fills a Word template with the employee information and his photo. Finally, the completed ID card is emailed to HR and ready for printing. We also send a copy of ID card to the employee as well. So first of all, we will create Microsoft Forms to capture the employee information. I'll go to forms.office.com. So I'll head over to create new form. So we will name it as employee ID card registration. So here we will start with a few columns. The first one will be employee name. Then we have email address, mobile number, designation, and finally we have left with one column which is employee ID. Employee ID, designation, mobile number, email address, and employee name. Okay, so that's all. So let's go to preview. Perfect. So we have completed the form employee ID card registration. Okay. So it may be there your HR has provided you the template how the card will look like. So most of the time you will get your card design from HR itself. Otherwise, if you get a requirement that you need to design the card as well, okay, so for that go to the Canva and here you can search for office ID card. So you will get plenty of templates that are ready-made available to create an office ID card. So you can see these are the templates. I got over 20,000 templates. So you can choose whichever template you like. Okay, and then you can edit the template in the Canva. So as an example, so I have chosen this template. Okay, so let me open that. So this ID card has two sides. One is the front side and another one is the back side. Okay, so here I have provided the name of my company. For example, I written over course elevate. So here you can upload your company logo. Okay, you can write down the company name. And at the back side as well, you can write your company name, you can upload your logo, and you can write down your address of the company. So in case if it is stolen, then this has to be written on this ID. Okay, so that you can design as per your requirement. So once you've done that, click on share and download. So I'll suggest create a PDF print copy. Okay, so that is the best for printing and just download. So this copy has been downloaded. Let me open this PDF. Perfect. So we got the both side, front side as well as the back side. Okay. So now we need to convert this PDF into the Word file. So because we will going to use the Word template. So I have used one website. So which is ilovepdf.com. So here you can convert PDF file into the Word file. So let me show you how to do that. So just select PDF file, provide your file over here. So I'll choose from the download, this one, click open. And you can just click on convert to Word. So this will convert PDF file to Word file. Download Word file. So this one is downloaded. So let me rename this to. Instead I'll say applied ID card template. So I'm going to do some modification on this template. So just open this, click on enable editing. So now I am in the edit mode of this Word file. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to do some changes in the developer tab. So in case this developer tab is not visible to you, then you can follow these steps. Go to file and go to options and under customize ribbon. So you have at right hand side you have these options where you can see all the tabs which are available. So just tick this developer tab and click OK. So once you select this and click OK, so this developer tab will be visible to you. So now you need to provide some placeholders for name, designation, employee ID, phone number, email address as well as this photo. So these placeholders will be replaced by Microsoft Power Automate and we will fill the corresponding details from Power Automate. So first of all, just remove this pic. We don't need anymore. And this one, and one more thing you need to do is just go to home and reduce the font size. So now click on here, just before to this name, go to the developer tab, and you need to insert plain text content control. So you only need to insert plain text content control. Don't use rich text content control because that is not available in the Power Automate while filling the template values. Okay, so just click on this. So here just rename it to employee name, and after that remove this name which was coming through. Yeah, in the second line just click before manager. So here as well you can just click on the plain text content control. So here you can say employee is a designation, right? So let me say designation. So once done, remove this manager text. Okay, similarly after id here, so let me just increase the size, you can clearly see. Okay, so from here you need to provide the employee id. So insert again employee id, and after that remove this value. Then you have phone number, select on the first side, click text, mobile number, and remove this text. Then you have email address, insert again email address. Okay. So now you also need to insert the employee picture. So for that, because this is you won't able to move these fields, so these are fixed. So to place picture at correct location, first you need to insert the table, and within table we will insert the picture. So choose draw table, and you should draw table just above to this employee name. Okay, so that your picture fits perfectly. So table has been drawn. Just make sure to draw table just above to this employee name. So now go to developer tab and insert this picture content control. So picture has been inserted. So now what you need to do, you need to change the properties of all these fields which we have just added. Okay, so select the first one, employee name, go to properties and give title as employee name and tag as same employee name. Provide the same tag. Click OK. Similarly for other fields, change this to designation, because this will help us to replace this value from Power Automate. Designation. Finally, we need to change this image, employee image. So we don't need this table anymore. So what we're going to do is we'll just hide this border, no borders. Click on save. So now we are done with the template, and in the next session we will create the Power Automate to generate these ID cards. Perfect. All right. So last time we have covered the ID form. So we have forget one thing in the employee ID registration, which is the employee picture. Okay. So let's change that. I'll go to setting, go in the preview mode. So here let's add new question. So this will be the type of upload file, because we want employee should upload his image. So I'll say employee image. Okay. So here employee will upload the image. So now let's create a flow now. So click on new flow, and we will choose automated cloud flow, because this flow will be triggered when someone will submit the form. Okay. So click on automated cloud flow. So we will give its name to ID card automation, ID card automation. So trigger we will choose when a new response is submitted. Click on create. So when a new response is submitted, so let's provide the form here. So this is our form, employee ID card registration. Okay, so I'll pick that. And the next thing we used to do is get form response details. Okay, so we have already done that in multiple places. So let's search an action, get response details. So it will ask response ID as well as form ID. Okay, so form ID we will again choose the same form, employee ID card registration, and the response ID will be this response ID when a new response is submitted. Okay, so I'll pick from expression, dynamic content, response ID, which is when a new response is submitted. Okay, so now first we have to work on the employee image part. Okay, when employee upload that image into the Microsoft form, so that gets saved into the Microsoft forms. Okay, so we want that image and we will save that image into the OneDrive because that image will be required to create the ID card. Okay. So to create that image in OneDrive, we need three things. First, image name. Second, the image file path. And the third is the image content. So let's first get these three things and create that image into OneDrive. So for that, I'll click on plus icon and I'll see the JSON for that image. Okay. So I'll pick the compose action. So under data operation, you will find the compose. So in the compose section, so let's go into the expression, and here, so I'll convert the image part into the JSON. So we have one function JSON, and here under dynamic content, click on see more in the get response detail. So I'll provide employee image. Okay. So let's see what comes up in the JSON format for employee image. Okay. So that we can extract the image name as well as image file path. Okay. So click on add and let's save it. Perfect. So now let's add one entry in the employee ID card. Okay. So that we can see the JSON. So employee name, I'll say Priya Madan, email address, priya@simplevikram.com, microsoft.com. Let's add some dummy mobile number. Okay, so designation, here's maker manager. So employee ID, say 1200, and here she will upload her image. Okay, so I'll click on upload file. So I have some sample image. I'll select that, click on open and submit. Perfect. So response was submitted. So let's see our workflow, what it contains. Okay, so I'll go back, succeeded. So this is the get response details. Okay, so this is a response which I have received. It contains all the fields. Okay, so here we need the JSON for image. Okay, so we will see in the compose section, and let's go to its output. So you can see here the o dot name employee 3 underscore course elevate image. So this is the image name. Okay, and this is the link where this image is stored. Okay, and this is the entire JSON. You can see this is the name of the image and this is the link where this image is stored. Okay, so if I control click over here, so you can see this is the image file path which is stored by the Microsoft Forms. Okay, so there is some path over here, documents, apps, then Microsoft Forms, then the employee ID card registration is the form name. After that there is a one question and then we have the image file path. Okay, so we will get this file later on. Okay, so far so good. So we have the name and the link. Okay, so now let's get this name and the link from this JSON. Okay, so that will be our next step. So click on edit. So let's add another compose section. So we will get the name of the file. Okay, so here in the action I'll choose compose. So let's rename this to name of the image. So in the inputs over here, go to the expression and here choose the dynamic content, and this is a compose action. Okay, so get the output, and after that write question mark, and we need at 0 location the name of the field is name. Okay, so it represents the name of the file. So let's check that. So this will return the name of the image, and we also need the link of that image which is a file path. Okay, so let's first save that. Let's test this again. So we will copy the JSON this time. I'll choose automatically with the recent trigger, succeeded, click on test. So if we'll see the compose, so this is our JSON. So let me copy this time, Control C. So this is our JSON. Now let's edit and get the file path. Click on plus icon and go to compose, file path of the image. So in the expression under dynamic content, I'll pick output of compose and here question mark. So at 0th position, so we have link. Okay, so this will return me the file path. Click on add and save. We have got the file image and we have got the file path. Okay, the third thing which we require is the file content using path. Okay, so first of all, let's see where our Microsoft form is getting stored. Okay, so from there we will see the image. So go to the card and here click on style and go to the view response. And in the view response, you can see the email address, mobile number, scroll down, and you can see the employee image. Okay. So click on more details. So this is the image which is stored. Go to view in folder. So this is the path in the OneDrive where Microsoft Form has stored that image. Okay. So now we need the content of this image. So if you see the file path, it's my file, apps, then Microsoft Forms. So under Microsoft Form, there is a folder which is employee ID card registration. This is the same folder name which you have the form name. Okay. And after that you have question 1. Under that you have this file image. So now let's get this file content. So go to our flow, click on plus icon and choose get file content using path. Get file content. So this should be into the OneDrive because that form is storing your image into the OneDrive. So under OneDrive for business, you have get file content using path. Okay, select this. Here you need to provide the file path. So you need to provide the same path over here which we have just seen. So I have copied the path which is apps, then Microsoft Forms, then you have form name over here. So in this case our form name is employee ID card registration. So let me copy the form name. Then you have question, apps, Microsoft Forms, employee ID card registration. Then you have question 1. After that you need the file name. Okay. So file name we have already got from our name of the file. Okay. So in the expression, so I'll choose the output of name of the image. Name of the image output. Okay. Click on add. So here we also need one slash. Let's click on save. So now let's create file to save that file into OneDrive. Click on plus icon. So choose the create file option from OneDrive. Create file. So here we need to provide the folder path where we want this file should be created. Okay. So let's choose that OneDrive for business. Go to root. Let's choose this one, attachments. Okay. And file name we already got from the name of the image. Okay. So in the expression, the dynamic content, name of the image, click on add, and the file content we got from our previous action which is get file content using path. So we will choose the output of this action. And the file content, get file content using path, and this is a file content. Okay. Click add. So let's save it. So now let's test the flow. Click on test. Automatically with the recent use trigger, test. Okay, it's saying the bad request. Get file content using path failed, invalid request. Okay, so this is the file path which is returned from this output. So this is seems okay. So let's check that. Simply copy it. Okay, so this is fine. So that means our file path is correct. And the name of the file. Okay, so file content using path. Let's see that. Show raw input. Question 1. So this one is incorrect, right? So we are not able to provide the correct file name. Okay. So let's check that. The path is not correct now. Name of the file. So this one is not perfectly. So somewhere it's not getting saved. Okay. So let's add that again. It has removed. So here we need to get the, so choose the from dynamic content, choose the output of the compose. And after that, write question mark as 0. And here we need to provide the name. Somehow that got removed. Click on add, save. Let's see it's saved or not. Okay, yeah, this time it's saved. So let's try that. Alright, flow ran successfully. The path, create file. So let's see the attachment. In the OneDrive, go to my file. In the attachment, perfect. We just able to save the file. This is about a minute ago. Okay. So we are able to say, let's open this file. Perfect. So now we have got our file in the OneDrive. Okay. So this is the process we have done. So far so good. So our response has been submitted, and after that we got the file. So this video is already very long. So let's continue in the next session. Now we have to populate these values to the Microsoft Word template. Okay. So before that, we need to upload that Microsoft Word template, which we have created in the last session, to OneDrive or SharePoint, whatever you want. Okay. So let me upload that template to the SharePoint. Okay. So let's create one document library. So we will upload the template, blank library. So we will say, so let's say employee ID gallery. Okay. Click create. So we got it, employee ID gallery. So now let's upload the template. Click on files. In the download folder, employee ID card template. Okay. So just upload the template to this gallery. Okay. It's uploaded. Now click on add. Now populate a Microsoft Word template. Yes. Search for Office Online and under Word Online Business. So this is a premium connector. So you will get this action, populate a Microsoft Word template. Okay. Select this. So here you need to provide the location. So we have SharePoint site. Okay. HR, and choose the document library where this document is uploaded, employee ID gallery, and here you select the file, employee ID card template. All right. Perfect. Let's click on save. Okay. So click on this and here just click on show all, and here you need to provide all the details which we have received from Microsoft form to this template. So whatever fields we have created in the template, so that should be populated with the actual data which is supplied by the employee. Okay. So in the employee name, so we will go to our section which is get response detail. So from here we will choose the employee name, choose the employee address. So here is the employee email address, mobile number, designation, employee ID, employee ID. Okay. So now employee image. Okay. So here we need to provide the content of the image. Okay. So which we have got from here. You remember we have created this file in OneDrive. Okay. So the same input parameter which we have provided to create file, the same thing we need to provide it here, the content of the path. Okay. So this action returns the get file content using path. Okay. So we will get the output of this here. So get file content using path. So this content we need to provide. Okay. So that it generates the image in the template. Okay. So this is done. Populate a Microsoft Word template will fill all the values which employee has provided from Microsoft Forms. Okay. So now we need to save the Word file so that we can attach it to the email. Okay. And we will save it to the OneDrive. So let's open OneDrive for business. Click see more. Create file. Okay. So this time we are creating employee ID Word file. Okay. So here we were creating the image. Okay. So let me also change this, create file employee image. So let's create this Word file, folder path, root. So let's use the same folder attachment which we have created for the image. Okay. File name. This is interesting. So what file name should be there? That means the Word file name which we will attach to the email. Okay. So the file name should be employee name and the extension will be docs because we are sending the document. Okay. So let's concatenate these two. Go to the expression, concat. The first thing we need the employee name because I want then attachment should be with employee name dot docs. Okay. So from get response detail, I'll get employee name from here. Okay. So I'll concat this with docs dot docx. So the employee name dot docs. So this will be the attachment of the ID which we are sending it by email. Click add file content. Okay. The file content will be the output of this populated Microsoft Word template. Okay. So let's click on that. Populated Microsoft Word template, choose the output. All right. Click on save. So now here our Word document has been created which contains the employee ID card. Let's email it. Click on plus icon, send an email. So we will send email to HR. So for example, my HR is say Priya Medan, and subject. So in the email we will say employee ID card generated. So which employee ID card generated? So we'll provide the employee name so that it's easily to search in the email. So here we'll say employee name, say ID card ready to print. Dear Priya, employee name has submitted request to print ID card. Please do the needful for the same. ID card attached. All right. Thanks. So we'll also keep one copy to the employee. Okay. So let me add that. So let's add one CC field. So in the CC, they'll also keep a copy of this email to the employee. Okay. So let me search the employee email address. Switch to advanced mode. It's the employee email address. All right. Okay. So let's click on save. So now one thing left, we need to also attach the ID card. Okay. So let's open the attachment. So this is the attachment. So click on add new item, attachment name. So let's provide the name. It's the name of the file. So for attachment name, go to the expression. So file name will be the name of the Word file that will be attached. So that will be the combination of the employee name dot docx. Okay. So we will concat that. Concat employee name. So employee name will be this one, the comma, and this will be the docs file dot docx. All right. So this will be the employee name dot docs. So that will be the attachment. Click on add and content. So here we need to provide the attachment content. So that will be the Word template value. Okay. Microsoft Word template. Click on save. So let's test this flow. Let's fill out the form. Priya email address priya@simplevikram.on microsoft.com, mobile number, designation, manager technology, employee ID, upload file. Alright, click on submit. We got the email. Let's preview. Perfect. So this is the Priya's ID card, manager technology. So everything looks fine. Awesome. So this is how you create a ID card using Power Automate, and the entire process is fully automatic. Okay. So now let me just recap again. So we have created a new response, and here we got the name of the image, file path of the image. We got the file content using the path, and then we are creating the employee image to the OneDrive. Okay. After that, we have populated a Microsoft Word template, and from there, from template, we created actual Word file in the OneDrive, and then finally send an email and attach that file in the email. Awesome. So that's all for this session. Hope you enjoyed it. So this was the core HR ID card automation POC. Explain this flow confidently and you are interview ready. Watch the previous video for resume content. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.